Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first edition of Harmontalk. This is the first edition. We are expecting many, many more. But thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us here on Harmon Talk. The premise behind Harmon Talk, our motto is live your dreams, not your fears. So many of us are living in fear, afraid to step outside of our comfort zone. And so we're living a life of mediocrity, afraid to try something new because we're unsure of what somebody's going to say, what they're going to think, what they're going to do. And so we're living a life of complacency. But here at Harmon Talk, we want to encourage you to live your dreams, not your fears. We want to inspire, encourage, and motivate you to try something new, to step outside of your comfort zone. So thank you for joining us here. My name is Shirley Harmon. You can refer to me as Dr. Shirley. And so with this being our first edition, this is going to be a get to know me session so that you can get to know me, Dr. Shirley. And who better to help you to get to know me than the person that knows me best? My husband is here with me, the handsome Jerome Harmon Sr. Tell everybody hello.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here. It really is an honor.
My husband of 35 years, and we have actually been together for 44 years. So I think he knows me pretty well. And so who best to help the audience to get to know me than my wonderful husband? So we're going to get into it right now so that you can get to know who I am. So the first thing, I'm going to give him an opportunity to say a little bit of something about me. So the first thing I want to say is, can you tell the people something that you think something that they need to know about me?
Yeah, we can go with that though. I mean, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that something that you guys should know about Dr. Shirley, um, is that she is very genuine. Um, so she's not one of those people that she's one way one day and then another way another day. She's Dr. Shirley every day. She doesn't change and waver in ways that a lot of people do. So what you see is what you get with her. Um, but with that being said, also, she is also a very kind, caring, compassionate person. And her compassion to help others um, is what carries her. So to know her is it's reassurance. It's guaranteed that she's gonna have your best interests at heart, and she's gonna do what she can to help you. She won't do anything to hurt anybody. She'd hurt herself before she hurt somebody else. So your best interest is what she has in her heart. She has a very big heart, and she wants to help. So I guess that's the one thing that I would want you guys to know is that she is sincere. She's serious about what she's doing. She's very passionate about it. And she wants to help others.
I appreciate that. And I'm sitting over here just smiling away as he's speaking about me. The reason I wanted to do this podcast is I truly do, as he was saying, it is in my nature to try to help others. I've been in, I guess, the counseling field and life coaching for several years now, and I truly get a joy out of watching other people blossom. It does my heart good. I think also for so many years, especially when I was younger, I truly lived in fear. I know what it means to live in fear, to be self-conscious about things and be afraid to try something new because you don't want to fail or because you don't know what's going to happen. You're just scared. And so you just take little baby steps and you're afraid to take a leap of faith. You're afraid to step out and try something new. You just stay in your little comfort zone. I stayed in my little box for years. This podcast of Harmontalk has been in the making for years. And I'm at a point in my life now, a point where I feel comfortable and confident in who I am. I boldly and confidently stand up now and say, I am Dr. Shirley Harmon, and I have something to say, and I am purposefully wanting others to listen to what I have to say because it's important. And I think that it's important that we all live the dream, live the life that you inspire to live. Have the courage to try something new. And it's not enough to just tell people to step out on faith, do it, try it, you got this. But I also want to be a source of information for you so that to give you the tools that you need to help you with this process. So we're not just on here with Harmontalk and just going to constantly flood you with a motivational speech and then not tell you how you can actually go and achieve your dreams. We will be here for the long haul, and we will be providing information on several different platforms and holding different live seminars to help you to live your dreams and not your fears. So this is real for me. I feel it every day when I talk to people. I believe that you can encourage and motivate people positively. I don't want people to be yelling at me and telling me, step out there and yelling and fussing. When you talk to people to motivate them and encourage them, it can be done in a positive way. And so I want to be a positive influence and encouraging others to live their dreams, not their fears. So we're going to move on as far as.
So tell you what, let's take a moment though, because I know you are about the people and everything and helping everybody else, and you don't like to toot your own horn. However, you have a wall full of certificates. How about we tell them about some of those accolades, some of those certificates on the wall. How you got to be Dr. Shirley Harmon.
Okay. All right. I have a bachelor's degree in mathematics. I have a master's degree in middle grades education. I also have a master's degree in guidance and counseling. And I have a doctoral degree in educational leadership. I also am a certified life coach with certification from the IAP, which is the International Association of Professional and Career College. I'm also an author. I've published 2 books. The first book that I published was Everyone Has a Story, What's Yours? And my second book was The Power of Faith and God's Grace. And I am currently working on my third book as well. So hopefully that will be out within the next few months as well. I've done, I don't know where to go from that. I'm glad you brought that up though. That was good. and that's one thing that I do have to work at, because I do a lot of things behind the scenes, and I am not one to usually to toot my own horn. So this with Harmontalk is me now coming out of the shadows and helping other people as well to come out of the shadows, and that the things that you do, it's okay to share those things with the world because they have value. And I recognize my value. And I want other people to recognize their value as well. And we all have our gifts, and we all have something to add to this world, to the universe. But thank you for asking about that.
And speaking of gifts, you also have the gift of art, painting. I mean, I know I've seen in your sipping paints or um some of your
Speaking engagement.
speaking engagements where you actually the thing is to start with a blank canvas and to talk them through actually creating something quite beautiful. So yeah, you have that as well.
I do love to paint. I have loved to paint since I was a little girl and watching Bob Ross on PBS. You know, back when we only had like 4 channels that we could watch. I
Oh,
would
y'all have four? We had three.
with three. I love to watch Bob Ross paint, and so I got interested in painting. And with painting, it just allows me to express myself because being a math major, a lot of the times I see things in concrete terms. So I don't see a lot of abstract sometimes when other people can interpret things with concrete with math thinking analytically. I see the numbers. I see the patterns. But what painting allows me to do is to use abstract, to see the beauty in something different. And so the painting relaxes me, and then I can sit back and I see something beautiful, and I use it as a teaching tool for motivation. And we were talking about how you use the blank canvas. Sometimes when it comes to trying something new, the hardest thing is to put that first stroke on the canvas because you don't know what the end result is going to be. But once you finish it, it may not look like the person that's sitting next to you, but yours is just as beautiful. It's a little different, but it's beautiful to you and it's yours. And so I do use painting as a teaching tool. So you learn the motivational techniques, you learn courage, you learn to try something new, and then you also leave with the painting and the experience as well. So so love that. Moving on to a different topic, I have a question for you. What do you think is the reason that you and I have been together so long? Remember earlier we told the audience how long we've been together. We have been married for 35 years. We have been together for 44 years. So we have been together most of our lives. So, what do you think is the contributing factors for us being together so long?
Wow. I hope I can keep it together on this one because that's a lot. First and foremost, I think that our being together this long is basically putting God first or finding a way to put God first. We didn't initially, um, but finding God and getting spiritual and knowing how the spiritual realm works and how evil works against us and stuff like that. And then I think that God chose you for me and me for you. And I think that he made a place for me in your heart. And you understood the assignment. Um, you didn't waver. I mean, we had some challenging times, in our marriage like everyone else does, but you never wavered. Um, you stayed with me, you stuck with me, you believed in me. And like I said, I think he made a place for me in your heart. And you took that and you took it seriously. Um, And he also made a place in my heart for you, I think. And we, like I said, we had some challenging times and everything, and but we made it through it, and I think as the old cliche goes, the good times outweigh the bad. Um we believed in each other, and um you have always been supportive of me in whatever it was that I was doing. You've always been my number one fan, and actually you still are. Um and so I think for me though, the part that I'm playing is that I truly want to give you the best of me. Um I have in my prayers that I can be the husband that you deserve and desires, and not a man that you have to put up with. I want to be there for you and support you and love and cherish you in every way possible. Um, and that's been my mindset. But it's been my mindset because of the way the love that you've always shown me and supported me. So I'm just actually trying to give it back to you. Um, I think you deserve it. So yeah, I think that over the years, man, it's been a bumpy ride in some places, but you made the best of it. Again, I think you got the assignment, and you knew the assignment, and hey, you wrote it out. So I think that's what's gotten us here. And I'm trying to be as supportive as I can here with what you have going on, because I actually myself I am living my dream, because I've always wanted to drive tractor trailers, and at one point, I'm thinking it's not going to happen. But I think at your last event was live your dreams, not your fears. It's not too late. Keep going. Whatever dream it is, don't let it die. So I decided to give it one more shot, and hey, now I'm I'm living my dream. it's it's actually happening. So I have you to thank for that.
And I am so proud of you. And as you were speaking, I'm actually over here smiling from ear to ear. And it just does my heart good to hear you say those things. They're things that I know. I definitely know them. And it's not the first time that you've said it and that you have told me those things. We have been together for a long time. We got together when we were children. And so we went through our 20s and those 30s and 40s.
Careful now.
Now we're in those 50s, some of us in the 60s. And there were some bumpy roads. But through it all, I can honestly say that we have had more good days than bad days. We have two wonderful young men out of our union. Would not trade them for anything. And the grandbabies, wouldn't trade them for anything. One thing about you, and I think for our longevity, is that you have also been supportive of me and my biggest cheerleader, especially in times when I was uncertain, not confident in my abilities. I would think about trying something and then I would talk myself out of it. And you would be right there saying, just try it, just do it. And so here I am now, years later, I'm living that. I'm trying it. I'm doing it. And I want to encourage other people with this, what we're doing here today, Harmontalk, to try it, to do it, to learn as you go, and to know that it's not a fluke. It's not by accident. The things that you want to do, sometimes you feel it in the pit of your stomach, or it's something that's in your heart that's just dying to come out. It's something more inside of you. Sometimes people would say, but you're Dr. Harmon. You're already successful. But at the same time, they didn't know what was in my spirit. They didn't know that there was something else inside of me that I wanted to put out into the universe. And here I am now with Harmontalk, ready to share that with the world. And you have been a major part in that, because you have loved me through all of it. From the time when we were kids, when we were children. I remember the first time you told me you love me. I remember, because you said it first, and then I said, love you too. And we went on like that for years. You would always say, I love you first. And I would say, love you too. I didn't say it first because it was kind of hard for me to say it first, because it's like, is this really love? But you never wavered. You were always ready and prepared to say it first. I love you. And it didn't affect you at all when I would just say, I love you too. But then as the years progressed, I felt it too. And I still feel it. And I felt it more and more. And now it's to the point where I love you for both of us. It just comes automatic. Even though we know that we love each other, we make it a point to say it, because sometimes you have to hear it.
Yeah.
Even though I know you got my back, no matter what. If you walk out that door and you didn't say I love you, I'm like, did he just leave and didn't say he loved me? Yeah, that's a problem. And we have even taught that to our children as well. So whenever they leave, they know that we love them, because at the end of every conversation, love you, be careful. Because even though they know we love them, sometimes you have to say it. And you taught me that sometimes people have to hear it. It's important to have their backs as well, but let people know that you care. So thank you.
You're welcome.
For loving me. All right, Mr. Harmon. So let me ask you this, though. Do you have any stories of humor that you would like to share from our relationship? Because we've been together a long time. We got some stories. Now, we're not going to share all the stories with the people, but we got some stories. So,
actually, I have one in mind about love. We was talking about the love thing and how I say I love you. And I was assistant manager at Radio Shack, and I was had a little downtime, so I pick up my phone and I text you this long drawn out text.
Oh God,
about
I remember that one.
how much I love you and how much I care for you and cherish you. And I just felt so good about myself, and I just felt so in love. And then shortly I get my phone ding and I look at it and you say, ditto.
I was in a meeting.
So yeah. Like, okay.
I was in a meeting. You know I love you, boo. I was in a meeting.
Yeah.
I remember the story that you told about a guidance counselor when we were in high school.
Oh,
and she told you one day, I hope you marry well.
yeah.
And you said,
Thank you.
thank you.
Yeah.
I think years later, he came to realize that she was not giving him a compliment. And so, in a conversation with her years later, he said, I did. I married well.
I did. Yes.
Well, I married well as well. So, we are a perfect pair. And I am honored to travel this journey with you.
As am I.
Yes, Harmontalk has been a vision that has been long coming. And most of the time, I have all these ideas going on in my head. And one thing that Jerome says a lot about me is that there is so much stuff going on in my head because I jump from one thing to another, but there's a lot of things that I want to achieve. He has been the visionary behind it that encourages me, and he tries to make it happen. If I envision it, then the next thing he's doing is, okay, we got to order this, we got to do this. We're going to go here and travel. So we're doing the different things that we need to do to accomplish my dreams, like Harmontalk. So I want to thank you for being here with me here on our first episode of Harmontalk. I have truly enjoyed being here with you. I truly hope that our audience here at Harmontalk, our very first episode, I hope you have enjoyed getting to know Dr. Shirley. And I am looking forward to so many more episodes. We are going to accomplish amazing things.
Yes.
We will upload new episodes every second and fourth Sunday. So join us on this journey. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. There will be something for everyone. Harmontalk, thank you very much. And thank you, my love. Thank you for being here with me.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
See you soon.